What's going on, everybody? I apologize for wearing my new black hoodie for this. I was just finished reviewing something else when I remembered it's still for October that I need to do some stuff of Crypt-Tober for my Nomadic Reviews.
I just like the sound of it.
So if you guys remember last year's thing of Crypt-Tober, I looked into 5 different shorts from Crypt TV, where this year I'm only going to reduce it to 4 because a lot of these things are going to be revolving around its monster universe and maybe a few shorts, because I feel like just making a different weekly review thing about Crypt TV, because I've fallen in love with the channel more and more as I've been obsessing over it and various different productions and so many other things. So maybe it's going to be a weekly thing, maybe not. But for right now, we're going to make the first review about one of its brand new entries into its monster universe of Miss Annity for the short known as Prim and Proper. This short, I will not lie, actually disturbs me by concept more than it does by fear. Why do I say that? Well, as I have footage on this corner of the screen right here, Prim and Proper is basically the story of a aspiring ballerina obsessing over her waistline, where if you guys do not remember anything about certain medias involving how the lives of ballerinas go, or if you don't have any sort of nieces or daughters that really are into the whole ballerina school, they will tell you it is a rough world where it will chew you up and spit you out if you're not a certain body size. Anyway, so this whole thing about the ballerina trying to get the perfect waistline all culminates into her being so obsessed with trying to get to a size 24 that her own obsession becomes a manifest to have the Spider Woman of Miss Annity, basically a American Juraigumo without the spider half, just lurking into her room as if she was a singular spider on the wall. It becomes a muddled mess of a regular sort of fear statement. Not in the same way as Looksee trying to teach people certain lessons of letting go of something very personal, but her feasting on obsession for her prey. This whole obsession with body perfection for whatever societal norms want you to have. That whole mentality that just seeps into the minds of certain women in the world is a very dangerous thing. It's very costly. Which is why when the comeuppance finally comes when this ballerina, I'll call her Anna because her name in the short is...
Isn't that right, Anna?
When she finally reaches her whole entire physique of a 24 waistline is when she finally succumbs to Miss Annity's whole trap, from the bite to the scare tactics to snapping her waist entirely. And then finally dragging her down as either a mannequin or to a later feast. It's so sad because I didn't want it to actually be that. But then when we finally end everything, Anna is basically just a marionette for Miss Annity as a whole spokessponsor for her whole thing about being prim and proper in the ballerina world. I'm having Black Swan flashbacks and I don't like it. But yeah, that is basically Miss Annity. As an addition to the Cryptic Monster Universe, along with the Sunny Family Cult, I think it's the Sunny Family Cult. Sunny Family Cult, Looksee, Mordeo, Terra, and all of those the fairy tale cryptids. Oh my god. And even Shelley. Oh god. Oh god. So many horrifying monsters have been included in this. Holy crap. As an addition to all this sort of stuff as a cautionary tale monster, Miss Annity kind of gives me that whole vibe of what Tara, Luxie, and the Birch give off. It's sort of like a monster that isn't really trying to be monstrous on purpose, but really just someone that feasts on those that have such negative emotions that their whole delectable nature becomes enticing for them. That the very scent of their prey is what they're clinging towards, what they really obsess over for what they want out of life. From that whole mindset, you end up with something of a good enough monster villain, but also one that you can sympathize with because the victims tend to just drag in these sort of things from their obsessions, from their dark intentions, from their own lingering will of something that is full-blown toxicity. It's that sort of poignant beauty that actually makes me enjoy this, but also kind of fear this, because it can mirror a lot of things in real life about how certain people's own personal demons do lead them down this path. I've met ballerinas that have literally died trying to be the perfect figure. I've met people that have been killed over their obsessive natures from dark impulses, of infidelities, of forgotten desires, of how they wanted someone back in their lives at the cost of their own lives. I've met people that have literally had their comeuppance come at them from the darkest things that they have done and have never forgiven themselves for. This is what I enjoy from Crypt TV, and I want more from it. But I digress. We do not have time for any more poetics. We have only time for the rating system and evaluation. So, from everything that I have seen from Crypt TV's entry of Miss Anita, I will be giving this whole entire thing an 11.5 out of 13 with a B+, and giving it 5 out of 7 stars. It's a good enough short, but it's not the best one I have seen. If you guys do not know what I mean, look into the finale that I did last year as to what I mean by one of the best categories for what they have done for their monster universe. In the meantime, though, gear up for next time where we're going to be diving into something for the kiddies at home. Because after all, summer was just past, and how did you all do at summer camp?
Feel like I live in a dream. Yeah, can somebody give me the definition of a dream? Huh? Does anybody even know what it mean? Nah.